What is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at all the brand new bold 4 players coming out today here in NBA 2K24 MyTEAM. This looks like the best bold drop yet. Super excited about several of these cards and just excited to hop in and see how good they really are. So before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 25,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day and would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. So overall, good list of cards today for sure. Starting off with the pink diamond, who is Pavel Podkolzin, 7'5" with a 7'9" wingspan. Unfortunately, he can't really shoot. 54 3-ball. Also has Brook Lopez base, which is one of the worst bases in the game, and no SIGs at all. So he has really bad animations and a really low 3-ball, which basically makes it impossible for him to shoot anyway. Obviously, he's not some super complete badge-wise, only 70 speed, that type of stuff. If he had a good release and like a 73 ball, he'd be usable just simply because of his size and how glitchy he is, but because he doesn't, it's like no point to using this card. I'm sure I'll do gameplay with him. We'll try him out, and he is going to be cheesy because of his height, but as a whole, the card and his complete lack of inability to shoot, number one, but also the lack of speed, I think is going to hold him back too much for him to be a viable option as a big. Now, Brandon Jennings should be an absolutely elite 3 hunter. 6'1" with a 6'4" wingspan, 98 speed, excel and speed with ball, 80 driving dunk, 95 3-ball. Defensively, not terrible, but a bunch of gold badges there. No move 1 forcer. Playmaking badges are great. Agent 3 blinders, Deadeye, and Limitless as well. Got some decent athletic ability, although only an 80 driving dunk doesn't help the Hoff posterizer, precision dunker, that type of stuff. His release is absolutely elite, though. I will say the SIGs, I mean, Curry Slide is nice, decent escape, but overall, not the very best escape SIGs in the game. I would say Brandon Jennings still, though, because of the Patty Mills base, is going to be one of the best 3 hunters in the game. In terms of pure 3 hunting guards, Pink Diamond Brandon Jennings will be a lot of fun to use just simply because of that. And I think while he's not going to be an elite level point guard, he'll certainly be one of the more fun ones in the game, especially as a 3 hunter. David West is 6'9", can play small forward, 7'4" wingspan. Him being able to play small forward does provide a little more viability to this card. Hotspots from literally everywhere. 90 speed, 93 ball, 90 standing, 85 driving dunk. Defensively, he's actually quite versatile and pretty well rounded. He's got good defensive badges as well. Every defensive badge in the game on at least gold. He's got the Hoff anchor, brick wall move, 1 forcer, Hoff limitless catch corner. Good playmaking or good finishing badges and playmaking wise. I mean, it certainly could use some work. He doesn't have break starter handles for days, hyperdrive, anything like that at all. But this is the problem. If he had better animations, this card would be really good. But he's got his own release on normal and bad SIGs. And that's the thing about them not changing Pink Diamond animations, is that it does sometimes really hold these cards back. And a guy like David West, who otherwise looks super solid, and yes, he needs a little work as a playmaker, but overall looks like a super solid card, is unfortunately kind of killed by his animations. So with that being said, those 3 guys were like, they're semi-exciting, but I would say obviously what people are excited about today's drop are these 3: Dark Banner Clyde, and then Opal Peja and Drew Holiday. It's going to be interesting to see, in all honesty, how long this grind is, because this is the best set of bold cards we've gotten yet. Starting with Drew Holiday, number 1, he's 6'5" at the point guard position, 6'7" wingspan, hotspots from literally everywhere. So good Hoffs. He's got an 85 driving dunk, 94 3-ball, 95 speed, excel and speed with ball, 95 ball handle, 95 pass accuracy, and defensively is very, very good as well. Hoff Agent 3 catch and shoot, limitless range, bulldozer, posterizer, precision dunker, blow by, speed booster, unpluckable. I wish he had Hoff handles for days. It's only on gold. That's okay. Defensively, he is absolutely incredible. Pretty much every single important defensive badge in the game on Hall of Fame. He has his own release on very quick, normal fade, MJ dribble style, Steph's escape. AI behind the back is not the best. His SIGs could be a little better. That's the biggest thing I would critique here, I will say, as a whole. He actually might be very similar to Gary Payton, honestly. Probably a slightly better release, I would say, than Gary, but in terms of movement, neither of them look exceptional. Both of them are very, very good defenders. I think this card, though, in a lot of ways, is basically going to be very similar to that Gary Payton, and in a lot of ways, whichever card you like better might be preference between him and Galaxy Opal Gary Payton. But for a free PG, a 6'5", a defensive stud like Mr. Holiday is a very, very solid card and a very, very interesting card to boot at the point guard spot. And not a bad card, considering he's probably the 3rd most desirable of this week's drop. Number 2 would be Peja, 6'10" with a 6'11" wingspan at small forward. So that's number 1, great size at small forward. Hotspots from literally everywhere, 92 speed, 98 3-ball, 85 standing and driving dunk, 90 speed with ball, 90 ball handle. Defensively, actually very solid and well-rounded. Now, Hoff bulldozer, posterizer, precision dunker, agent 3 blinders, catch corner, deadeye, green machine guard up, limitless range, open look, slippery off ball, and spot finder. Hoff blow by, hyperdrive, speed booster as well. And then defensively, he is very good and pretty darn well-rounded. Gold to move, 1 forcer. Could use box up, beast, rebound chaser added for his interior ability, but a bunch of Hoff good defensive badges, and overall at 6'10" at small forward, he provides a ton of size as well. Now, the other value that this card has, Evan Fournier base, Jeff Green up around very quick is actually a really, really good jump shot. Y'all will see what I mean when we do gameplay with him later. John Wall escape also is a good escape. I don't know if this is a new behind the back, if they changed his behind the back or not. I don't think so. Yeah, he had pro before, so it'll be interesting to see if it's the same one or if they changed it to Jamal Murray, but I'm assuming it's probably the same one. As a whole, the card looks good. I think he'll be fun. I think he'll be super good at the small forward position. I don't think he's going to be a primary ball handler or anything like that, but I think in his role as a guy who provides a lot of size, defensive versatility, and then elite level shooting, he is going to be one of the better small forwards in the game as long as you're using him properly. So overall, Peja looks very, very good and definitely looks like a phenomenal option, and I would say a card that is very much worthy of being grinded. And then we have Dark Matter Clyde, who is probably in the discussion for best point guard in the game. I mean, not probably in the discussion. He's very much in the discussion, and he probably, realistically, is the best point guard in the game. 6'7" with a 6'10" wingspan. Hotspots from literally everywhere. 40 Hoffs include every single important finishing badge, every single important shooting badge, as well as blow-by, speed booster, hyperdrive, ankle breaker, and a bunch of great defensive badges. Golden movable enforcer and brick wall. Remember, he's 6'7" with a big player build, 6'10" wingspan at the point guard position, so he's got elite size. 96 speed, excel, 98 driving dunk, 92 three-ball, defensively really, really good. The one thing I would say is if you have a Hoff handles for days and you can afford to put it on a guy like Clyde Drexler, that is something that I probably would recommend, because I think for his playmaking, having that badge on Hoff will definitely help him out. But as a whole, his release is on very quick. Pro 2 fade, Kyrie dribble style, Trey escape, likely Jamal Murray behind the back, I would guess, and then Steph behind, Steph's drag back. Did he have pro behind previously? No, he didn't. He had Dame. So yeah, he probably does have Jamal Murray behind the back now since it's been changed. As a whole, you are looking at what is probably the new best point guard in the game. He has more size than any of the other best of the best point guards. His release is phenomenal. He's got top tier 6, is an absolutely incredible slasher, and a super good versatile defender. I'm legitimately not sure that it gets better than Clyde Drexler right now at the point guard position in my team. And yes, I will say, I know we've gotten a million free point guards as of late, but at the end of the day, I'm not going to complain about probably the new best point guard in the game being free. I will say distinctly the 2 best point guards in the game, depending on what order you want to put them in, it really doesn't matter. But it's obviously Clyde and SGA. Those are the 2 best for sure. Whatever order you want to put them in is fine. But for me personally, I've caught up on salary cap. I got Glenn now. Like, my team is grinded. My team is good. I have a super solid squad. So for me, my focus this week, I'm caught up on salary cap. I don't really need to be grinding the mini modes for Glenn or anything like that. I'm getting Clyde Drexler as quickly as possible and adding him to my team so that I have as complete of a team as I possibly can. And I think there's a very good chance that Peja Stojakovic will also have a role on my team and a lot of other people's teams. So number one, fingers crossed it's only a 3 or 4 hour grind and it doesn't wind up being an 8-hour grind with a bunch of ridiculously annoying requirements. But regardless, I will say I'm really excited to use Clyde and I'm excited to get the card because I think he is going to be absolutely phenomenal in a lot of different ways. So with that being said, that is going to do it for today's video. Let me know if y'all are excited for this week's bold content, because I certainly am. And if you did enjoy the video, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.